Hey guys, it's Chris the Batman Statue Collector. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day today. And we're going to be doing another showcase review here. And it's all thanks to right here, Indra. Indra has done a number of pieces here on the channel. He didn't want to speak on camera. He wanted me to share my thoughts. He also has a few thoughts of his own that he wanted me to pass along. But this is the 1/10 scale Riddler. And it's really the first Riddler to be released. I mean, come on. We've been asking for a Riddler for years and years and years. And Iron Studios is the first one really to come out with kind of that classic look of a Riddler, a DC Comics Riddler, but it's in 1/10 scale, which is great for 10 scale collectors. It's not so great for 3rd scale collectors like myself. But basically, this is kind of an unboxing. It's going to be a showcase review, and it's going to be really cool to see this thing set up. But again, I am amazed. Aren't you guys absolutely dumbfounded that we don't have a larger scale Riddler? I love the idea of this one, though, being on throne. I think that's really quite awesome. It is, whenever you're talking 10 scale is not very big. So whenever you add all these bells and whistles, you add the monitors, you add kind of like the Batman Batcave from Prime 1, it adds a lot to it. It just is cooler. And this is very similar to a Riddler that I think a lot of people would like to have, although in larger scale. I, for one, would love just kind of a singular Riddler. I would like a Hush Riddler, specifically, with the bowler hat and everything else. But it's still very, very cool. So this is kind of a reaction. It's kind of a showcase review here. There he is right there, and I think he looks absolutely fantastic. I love the sculpt. I think it looks really great. Obviously, it is a more modern take on the Riddler. It's not that classic Riddler with the jumpsuit and the question marks. I prefer something like this over that anyway. So I think that's really, really quite cool. You can see the size of the base in his hand. So it's a pretty sizable 10 scale piece. It's not obviously as big as some of them, but I'm very impressed so far with what I've been seeing. Also, Indra posted a bunch of photos in the Batman Statue Collector Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles Facebook group. If you have not joined us there, please do so. I know not everybody's on Facebook, but it is such a phenomenal group of collectors. Everybody is super positive in that group. There's very, very little drama. So please join us there if you haven't done so already, if you want to take it one step further than just watching the videos here on YouTube. So anyway, basically, Indra is going to spend a little bit of time putting this together. As you can see, the chair fits right into the base very, very simply. So that's really nice. It's got a nice dark green color, which is great. You also have these monitors, which is, again, reminds me of the Batcave, of course. So it's kind of like the Riddler's Batcave, which is cool. And obviously these, just key into place or snap into place. One thing that he did mention to me, and it was something that did bother him, was some of the hand. The hand doesn't key in all the way. He didn't key in very well, and so that was very frustrating to him. He still got it in there, but it didn't key in well. So that is something to consider if you're thinking about this piece. Obviously, he's able to put it together, but I know he was frustrated with that. So do keep that in mind. Obviously, the price point on something like this is going to be much better than a 1/4 scale or a 1/3 scale. So that definitely has its advantage there. This is definitely a bat on a budget piece here. But it's still expensive for what it is. Some of you might think, when it's over the $100 mark, and sometimes teetering into $200, sometimes teetering into $300, it definitely adds up, and it is a lot of money for something so tiny. However, if you don't have a lot of room, we talk about it here on the channel all the time, but if you don't have a lot of room, if you don't have a lot of space, this is simply a great option to be able to put all of the villains together. Iron Studios is doing all of the villains. They just released the Joker. They have everybody. Killer Croc is one of my favorites from them. So if you are a DC Comics fan and want a Riddler, then you're in luck. If we're a DC Comics fan, we're not in luck because nobody will freaking make him. So that is, of course, very, very frustrating. You see the Riddler being put in the key. You can see he's holding his bowler hat, which again we will see here up close here in just a moment as soon as he is finished setting it up. But again, it is helpful to see him set this up. Of course, it's like an unboxing where we get to see step by step exactly how you should be putting it together, and that's very helpful. There is, of course, his Riddler cane. It is in pure silver. Whereas sometimes we see it in gold and other colors, but this one is pure silver, which is nice. It definitely is different than all the rest of the green because there's so much green on this piece, but the base is that great metallic silver, and I think that that's really quite awesome. And I can't wait till he gives us a closer look because, again, it's cool to see it from afar, but I can't wait to see it all put together up close, because I know that there's going to be some incredible details. Again, from what I've seen in the photos, I think it turned out really, really awesome. Again, I'm not a 10th scale collector, but I can definitely appreciate it from afar, and I'm really proud and happy for everybody that picked this one up. I will put the link down below. You can order it from Sideshow Collectibles. I will put the link down below. If you do use that link, of course, it does help support the channel. So I always thank you guys so very much for your continued support here on the channel as we near 40K right here on YouTube. Again, I cannot thank you enough. Okay, so let's dive in right now to the close-ups. So here's the base. It's got kind of this cracked monitor. You have to, again, yes, the detail is not as good as a quarter scale. It's not as good as a third scale because it's dumbed down, like it's shrunk down. But they're still going to get a lot of really great detail. It just might not be as finite as some of the other detail we see on other pieces. But look at the texture, and you see the tubes, you see the bolts. It looks very, very good. Obviously, that screen is cracked. It's not a real glass screen or anything. But look at the keyboard. There's just a lot of storytelling elements with this one, and I think for the buck, you're getting a lot of bang here. Definitely pun intended. So anyway, he's got this great cross-legged pose. It's very similar to the George Jimenez Joker from Prime 1 Studio that I'm picking up. Obviously, you have all of the laptops and the computer screens with the question marks, and it's got that fuzz effect, which is cool. So that's neat. And again, the chair is the main event here with him sitting on it. It is his throne piece. If you're a throne collector, this one might be for you. I want to point out the texture on the couch, on the chair. It looks like that shiny vinyl, you know, with that kind of that plastic covering. I love that. I think they did a really nice job with the chair. It's definitely a different color green, which is great to the actual outfit. He's got kind of that fur lined around his neck. I love the portrait here. It's got that great smirk. The hair is what it is. Some people love the hair, some people don't. I love the mask. I love the smirk. I think it captures the spirit of the character being a smart-ass character, the most genius man on the planet. I love it. You obviously have the hand going up with the bowler hat. That is a nice touch that they include it. I think it would have been maybe cool if they would have included a portrait with the bowler hat on, but it is what it is. I love him holding the question mark staff. Again, a very, very cool piece here. I think they did a really nice job with it, and I'm just really impressed overall with this piece. I don't see really anything wrong with it other than Indra did say that there was an issue getting that hand fit into place correctly. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna turn it over to you guys. Again, this was just a showcase review. It's always nice to see these pieces, especially pieces that are not gonna come into the Batcave. I'm so happy when you guys share your content right here on the channel because it lets other people see it. And so that's very, very cool for you to share it. So if you're ever interested in sharing your content, if you're ever interested in doing a guest review, please hit me up at thebatmanstatuecollector@gmail.com, or of course you can reach me on Instagram and Facebook. I am available all the time, so please make sure you do that, because I would love to feature your review on the channel. I actually have a number of reviews coming in, and I can't wait. So, you could do the talking, or I can do the talking. It's completely up to you, however comfortable you feel on camera, or behind the camera for that matter. Anyway, thanks to Indra. Please give him a like on your way out. That really does support us and helps him. And thank you so very much for watching today. Hope you're all having a great day. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you right here in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these two awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.